Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I am here with a very special guest. This is Sharon Farrell, the makeup artist from YouTube. If you are unfamiliar with Sharon, where have you been? She is my absolute favorite YouTuber, so definitely go check her out. I'll leave all her links in the description box. Now today we are chatting about SOS solutions for different skin types. So tell us what you're going to be chatting about today.
Well, I myself have got quite oily skin, and over the years with many experimentation, I've come across some products that I find work really, really well on my own skin type, whether it be for hair or I've got some makeup stuff and a little bit of skincare in there too.
Awesome. I'm primarily normal skins, but as I've already done skincare routines, I thought today I would go through my SOS solutions for dry skin days. So mainly skincare.
So I'm going to go first, and first I'm going to get the totally non-makeup one out of the way first actually, and this might be an obvious one to some of you, but this is honestly one of my holy grail beauty products. And it is good old dry shampoo. I do not know what I did before dry shampoo.
I used a lot of dry shampoo as well.
See, I think it is actually a product that any skin type can benefit from.
Everyone.
Definitely. So yeah, if you've got oily skin, you know, if you have any kind of a fringe or hair that falls across your face and you get that slick, greasy forehead, which I do get, you end up with hair that kind of almost looks wet,
yes.
which is kind of gross. But dry shampoo is amazing for just spritzing it in there. Sometimes I even put it on straight after I've washed my hair.
I do it all the time. All the time, yeah, to give some texture.
Exactly.
I've got a question. Batiste, is that your favorite of the brands?
I do love Batiste because the price point is excellent. It is one of the cheaper brands, and I actually love this particular one. This is the XXL volume, so it's got
I think I have this. I will try it.
I love this. It's a bit like Marmite though, because I've gotten comments on, or Vegemite, sorry, I forgot what country I'm in. I've gotten comments on YouTube before telling me that people hate it, and then some people love it because it has this texturizing powder, so it can make your hair feel a bit sticky,
yes,
which I kind of like, but not everybody will.
The product that I'm going to talk about first is a fantastic solution for dehydrated skin days, and it is the Mandom Barrier Repair Mask.
Most bizarre packaging in the world.
You can straight away spot these in the store because it has a baby on it, which is undoubtedly creepy, but they're so effective. It's one of those kind of crazy sheet masks that you place on and leave for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
In the meantime, you can scare your significant other. Or
take lots of Instagram selfies.
Take an Instagram selfie. I was going to say that we've all done it.
Yeah.
I find that this really helps with dehydrated skin. I pat in the excess and then I go to sleep. And the next day, it's like I have new skin. Also, it smells exactly like soy milk. And
weird.
If you know me, the things that I love, my family, my friends, and soy milk. I can't keep it in the house. I don't know what it is.
Just to drink a glass of soy milk?
Oh, love.
I've never heard that before.
If anyone else is as obsessed about soy milk as I am, let me know in the comment section. You guys will love these.
Okay, I'm going to move on to more of a makeup product, and this is a primer, and this is a primer I don't really hear many people on YouTube talking about. It's a MAC product, and it is their Skin Refined Zone Treatment. So I used to actually work for MAC, and I use this product religiously on all of my oily skinned clients. And it's basically a primer that you only put in the areas that you need it. So really, you don't really use it in your T-zone or anywhere that you get shine. But it's a very, very fluidy primer that sets. So unlike a lot of silicone-based primers that kind of stay kind of creamy or almost wet feeling, this actually dries and sets. And it is like a bulletproof barrier on your skin. No oil can actually physically push through it. And it kind of creates this second skin. So if you've got texture issues with open pores, and even if you have a little bit of flakiness, which I know on my oily skin I certainly do still get flakiness around my nose, it can really help to smooth that over. Probably not an everyday primer. It's a bit full on, and it's a bit difficult to blend foundation on top of.
I know what you mean.
Because it's that kind of, that really matte texture. For a special occasion like a wedding or a day where you want it to last, it's amazing. And it's got salicylic acid in it, so it's good. Well, it's probably not as good as skincare, but it certainly does no harm on those kind of blackhead areas to help.
Skincare benefits too.
Exactly.
Ooh, I'm going to play with this a little bit afterwards too. The next product that I'm going to talk about is sort of makeup related. It's the Trilogy Vital Moisturising Cream. So this is a skincare product, but I actually use this if I'm having a really dry skin day and I want to wear foundation. You know when you're really dry and a little bit scaly and foundation never seems to sit right? This is my solution for that. I really like this brand. It's all natural, but there's no compromise on performance. It's a really hydrating cream. This has antioxidants and essential fatty acids to prevent the first signs of aging.
Interesting.
This also does come in a pump. So I'm going to be buying that next time because I really don't like pods.
Yeah, a bit unhygienic. So next I'm going to talk about my favourite eyeshadow primer. So eyeshadow primer is probably, again, an obvious choice for somebody with oily skin, but if you have oily skin, you know that you always get the oily eyelids and it's almost impossible to get eyeshadow to stay on. So I was searching for years for the perfect primer. Urban Decay Primer Potion didn't really do it for me.
Really? Because I think that one's actually quite good for oily skin types.
I don't know what it was about it. I never
didn't
really
click.
Loved it.
Didn't click.
Exactly. I don't know. But this stuff, the NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base, is amazing for me. It does not go anywhere. And I love the fact that it's colourless. So you can put whatever eyeshadow on top of it and it doesn't affect, this won't affect the kind of payoff that you get. So yeah, I just think it's awesome.
I'm actually going to butt in here. I own the NARS Pro Prime and it's not my favourite. So this might be one that's geared more for oilier skin types. On to the next product. I really hesitate to recommend this one because it is ridiculously expensive. It's the Sisley Black Rose Mask. And this is the one that I wear on really long haul flights. If you're Australian, you know what a long haul flight is. I was telling Sharon actually a little while ago, I once took a flight from Sydney to Ibiza and it took 42 hours.
That actually makes me exhausted even thinking about
We were delirious. We were absolutely delirious. But this is my pick for long haul flights. It's completely colourless, so you don't look like a crazy person. And it's so hydrating. If the weather's really kind of disastrous or windy, I find that if I mix a dot into my regular moisturizer, my skin is so soothed and comfortable. It is an amazing product if you can swallow the price tag.
Do you know how much it is off the top of your head?
You know what? I have this thing where I forget. I think
selective memory.
I think it's like a defense mechanism. I'm like, I don't know how much that was.
It was expensive. Don't think about it.
I want to say that it's about 130.
Okay, my last product is probably my top product for oily skin in terms of makeup anyway, and it is blotting paper. But my particular favourite ones are the e.l.f. ones, simply because they do exactly what you want them to do, but they're only like $4.
Where did you buy those in Australia?
In Kmart.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You know what I also find? I use blotting papers if I'm using a dewy foundation and I want to set it in areas, because I find if you have a lot of dew on the skin and then a lot of powder, it can all start to look a little bit cakey.
Yeah.
So I actually use that on application.
That is a great tip, actually. I do that sometimes on clients.
Yeah.
Even it's great for lip products as well. If you've got like a very creamy lipstick and you want to kind of take away.
I've never tried that.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
All right, my last product. It's a bit of a wild card product. It's not for the face. It's Lush Dream Cream. Now, I have controversial opinions about Lush. I'm not a huge fan. I'm sorry. This could have me banished from YouTube. But if I sit within like 50 meters of that store, I get a migraine. If it makes me physically ill, I don't know how I feel about rubbing it all over my body. That being said, I will hold my breath while I purchase for Dream Cream. This is my absolute go-to, my lifesaver for eczema and dermatitis. Now, it is a little bit oily. It doesn't set down entirely, it doesn't absorb entirely, but if you're flaking and you're cracking, that's kind of a warm welcome. Like, you want that kind of barrier on your skin. You want that barrier on your skin.
And I have the same kind of opinions about Lush. The last time I walked past, I had like a sneezing fit. I can't handle the fragrance. But the first thing I did when you showed me this was smell it. And it's really not, like, it's not that bad. It's not as strong as a lot of other Lush products, I don't think.
Yeah. That concludes our SOS favourites for our skin types. If you have your own SOS favourites, then please leave them in the comment section below. We would love to hear. I'm now going to place a little box over Sharon's face. Go check out her channel. She is an incredible makeup artist and her videos are so informative. I always learn something new when I visit your channel.
Oh, thank you very much.
Genuinely. And I'm now lucky enough to call her a friend.
Oh!
We hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and we will speak to you very soon. Bye-bye. If you have a different skin type or your own SOS favorites, then please leave them in the comments.
Please leave them in the comments.
I just assumed an Italian accent. Too much time with AJ's family, man. What the hell? Please leave them in the comments. That concludes our
O is the next letter.
Man, I look so tan next to you. This is the first time ever.
Yeah. And I have like bronzer on and everything. Yeah, I'm like a ghost. And if I put my arm up, it's like, look, it just disappears. It's just like a creepy hand going out the wall.
That's fine.